Okay, so I guess we'll consider this a download general message. Yeah, still haven't quite decided that yet, but download seems to be the common terminology within the YouTube tarot industry. Okay. And I was in a meditative state last night. Okay. Purposeful meditation, not necessarily seeking answers, but just receiving. Okay. And the image of a golden hind came forward very strongly. Okay, plenty of details, but the ones that specifically speak loudly to the collective, okay, were, I believe it was Saravasti sitting in the lotus blossom. I'm not 100% sure, okay, but this sense of the divine feminine being elevated and fertile and worthy and empress energy. Okay, these are all things that were coming forward very strongly. Okay, especially because the woman, whomever she was, okay, whether Matara, Lakshmi, etc., okay, that sense of, Deva, the thing within, okay, elevated in a golden lotus. Very 3D, very 3D vibe on the gold aspect, but also the golden hind. Do you know your worth? Do you know your worth? Do you know your worth? Okay. Yes, because the whole, at least Greek mythology, okay, there are golden hinds and such in other myth systems, okay, belief systems, etc. As you can tell, I feel a little naked without cards. I feel as though the cards give that sense of, well, here's the reason why you can believe what she says. But obviously, there's more to it than that. Because unverified personal gnosis is a thing in which you have a moment of ecstatic experience that you cannot reproduce and cannot recreate and can only share verbally with others, and there is no way to prove it. There is no way to prove it. And I mean, the fun part about being of an oracular nature is you do kind of get to prove it sometimes. Because the things pop up, okay? They exist. Shout out to Watch Natalie, who I think mentioned something similar about, the psychic thing. Okay, getting to test the theories. And that is another thing coming forward, was the infinity symbol. Okay, infinity symbol, lions had very strong emphasis on strength. Okay, I do not typically dream of my cards, even though it's my job. Okay, so it's very intriguing for me personally to have the laurel wreath, the infinity symbol, and a lion's head coming forward. Okay, this is Leonine season. Okay, for a wee bitty bit longer. This is the lion's gate. This is that energy of elevation, spotlights being shined, okay, truth coming forward, things coming to light, and in all of this, okay, whether you are the one who is looking under the light, holding the light, or being blinded by the light, okay, this is supposed to bring that sense of enlightenment towards yourself. Obviously, yes, all opportunities do, okay, every existing moment, all right, but it's something where it is meant to spark awareness within you when it comes to what is prioritized, okay? And yeah, there's a little vibe of hey, the list in my head, priorities, but it is what sparks value, what sparks joy, okay? Back to that, I believe her name is Marie Kondo, Netflix, I think, or Hulu, something. Something in which it's all about minimalizing, okay? Minimalism. I am of that energy, okay? I'm certainly in that minimalist energy. And it's a choice that is made because that sense of search for authenticity very clearly is a part of the process. It's very significantly a part of my process. And it is one where I hope that, those who show up here will be in that similar frame of mind. Okay, if not, maybe this will spark a moment. Because that sense of recognition of worth. Okay, well, what is something's true value? Well, you have to get down to the core of it. Okay, in alchemy, it's called the quintessence. That when everything else is pushed away and boiled down, what is at the heart of it all? Okay, so keep that in mind as well, because this is certainly a part of the process. And to be coming up to this Aquarius moon where it's all that higher service, whether it's self or others, that is something I am endeavoring to embrace myself. And let it come forward through this filter of loving kindness towards self and others, including that emphasis on boundaries, because that is the other thing we're seeing here with this Aquarius vibe. Okay, it's not as though Aquarius is responsible for the boundary feeling. I definitely get a resonance myself of this has to do with Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Okay, good, healthy, strong boundaries. Stretch, test, push, pull. Are they tall enough? Are they short enough? Do we need to add electricity or no? What are the valuables that we keep? Okay, so keep in mind, I guess we'll call this a lunar update, download, what have you. Okay, with that sense of awareness of enter into this phase of time, these next 2 weeks, with a sense of mindfulness as everything's coming forward. And not purely just mindfulness, okay, but a mindfulness towards alignment, whatever that may be for you, okay? Does it spark value?